Alright, so we are judging who would win in one-to-one showdowns between King of Fighters girls and Street Fighter girls. So, should be interesting. We have some criteria. You can factor in fighting ability, so actually which character you think maybe would win in a one-on-one fight. Character design, personality, hotness, obviously, this is essential to me, right? And the impact or notability of the character, so, you know, outside of the fighting game community or even within it. So, lots of different things to take into account. Still, I think a lot of this is just gonna come down to who I like the best, but anyway, whatever. Let's do this. Let's see. Alright, so who's up first? First, we've got Juri versus Luong. See, and this is already tough. Okay, alright. I'm trying to be fair here. I'm trying to be fair because if you look at these two characters, right? If you know these two characters, you kind of have to think it's Juri. It has to be Juri, right? I personally, you guys know, if you follow my channel, I love Luong. I think Luong is amazing. I love playing her. I love looking at her. I think she is fantastic. But Juri is Juri. I mean, Juri is iconic. I love this character too. My Juri. This is my Juri. It has to be Juri. Overall, just in terms of her, notability, how much she's beloved by fans of the franchise, you know, her part in story mode is much more significant than Luong's part in like, if you take these things into account, it's gotta be. This one hurts me because I don't want to choose, but it's gotta be Juri. It's Juri. I'm sorry, Luong. I still love you. I'm sorry. Alright, next. Ooh. Sakura and Yuri. Okay. This one's funny. This one's funny to me. The first time that I actually played a King of Fighters game, the first time I looked at it and I saw Yuri, I was like, oh, so this is discount Sakura, right? Discount Sakura. And now I feel like such an ass because even though I like Sakura, no bitches. Sakura is discount Yuri, alright? Yuri is the winner in this one. Yuri is definitely the cooler character of the two. Sakura is discount Yuri slash girl wannabe Ryu. And I'm sorry, I know I love her too. I love her. I do. Please don't get offended, anyone, Sakura fans, but Yuri wins this one. I mean, she's cooler. She's the cooler girl. So, gotta go with Yuri. That one, yeah. Alright, so who's next? Who's next? What the hell is this one that I have to choose on? Alright, I feel like, okay, this is again one of those times where this is tough because both of these characters are really significant to the franchises. They're both badass. I personally think they're both super sick. My bias is leaning towards Cammy. Like, I know a lot of this is probably also just nostalgia because I have always had such a love for Street Fighter, and Cammy is one of the first fighting game characters I ever played. I mean, you guys know, I've got all my Street Fighter miniatures here, and it's not fair. Like, it's not fair, because, like, this kinda... I don't have these for King of Fighters, but it's... I actually have two for Cammy, so, like, how can I not pick her? How can I not pick Cammy? It's gotta be Cammy, but Leona is such a significant part of the King of Fighters franchise that I feel like if you're someone that really loves King of Fighters, you might want to pick her. But if you're also thinking just beyond, like, beyond the FGC, Cammy is certainly going to be a more well-known character, right? So I feel like even though it's my personal bias, I have some justification. So this one's Cammy. This one's Cammy it is. Cammy it is. Next. Sea Viper versus King. I'm sorry, I feel like this one isn't really even a contest. I'm sorry. This is King. King wins this one. King is badass in every way, and Sea Viper is a really sick character. Super cool in Street Fighter 4. Super cool in Marvel vs. Capcom. I hope she comes back for Street Fighter 6. She's fun. But King is the one. King is a completely, like, at the time, unique style female fighting game character. You know, she's one of the first characters that came in and you weren't quite sure if she was a man or a woman, and that was kind of the point. But she's also badass. She has a cool storyline. She's been a central part of the franchise. King wins. Gotta give this one to King. Next. I know people are mad about this one, right? How can you choose between these two characters? How can you choose between Poison and Shermie? And in particular, okay, so if some of the other girls on my team are possibly going to be looking at this, you know, Emmy, Dream, I know you both love both of these characters, so I don't know what you guys are gonna choose. This is like your Juri Luong situation is for you guys with, but again, this is a really tough one, and I almost feel like if you're outside the fighting game community, that Poison might be more well known, and you can say maybe she has more of an impact in that regard. Maybe? But I don't know. A lot of that also, and you maybe can apply this to all of them, a lot of that could probably be chalked up to the fact that Street Fighter is more well known outside of just the FGC. I don't know. If I had to choose one, I think I probably am gonna pick Shermie. I mean, hotness factor? Poison is hot too, but Shermie? Come on. Shermie is like the hottest. And she's a villainous character, which is fucking sick. Sorry, cursing. And she has different versions of her, right? So there's regular Shermie and Orochi Shermie, and she's gotta win. Shermie for the win on this one. This one goes to King of Fighters. Sorry, Poison fans. I'm sorry. Sorry. Battle of the blonde badass babes. Blue Mary versus our Mika. This is another tough one, actually. I like both of these characters. I actually think, personally, I actually prefer Blue Mary, but, in terms of fairness and the point of the overall argument of who's more significant of a character, I think it's Mika. Rainbow Mika. Mika, you know, she was very unique at the time that she came out in Street Fighter. This is a very well-known, iconic character for Street Fighter as well. You know, pull out my miniatures too. I got my Mika. Congratulations, Mika. Also, you just got buffed in Street Fighter V for the definitive update, so you're going to be seeing a lot more of her, I'm sure, if you're playing online. But gotta give it to Mika this time, even though I'm sorry, Blue Mary. I love you. I love you. Next. Okay. Alright. Alright. This, I feel like this is going in kind of a similar direction, though I don't know. I actually really love Karin. If it's it's just down to my preference, I feel like it would be a very difficult choice because I find Elizabeth to be so cool, super sick. Like, and in KOF 15, I really enjoyed playing her. But Karin, you know, the laugh, the classic laugh. You guys know, you know. I feel like she's got to win this one. I feel like Karin's got to win this one. But it's hard for me because I just like Elizabeth so much that I feel like I almost want to pick her, but Karin is the winner. This is another one of those incidences for me. This is Juri versus Luong 2.0, right? Because I love and play both of these characters. They're both my lovely Zoner girls, you know, that everybody hates to play against. But in all fairness, I don't think there's really a comparison to be made here. I think that there's an obvious winner, and that's Athena. Athena is so central and essential to King of Fighters franchise. She is legendary as one of the most, if not the most, obnoxious girl zoner characters out there in fighting games. Everyone knows Psycho Ball. Plus, like, Menat, okay, she's gorgeous, but Athena is the epitome of cute. Like, she is the perfect girl icon, pop star in the fighting games that exist out there. And so Athena wins. I love you both. I'm sorry, Menat. You know, maybe if you keep coming back in Street Fighter 6 and in future other games, you'll reach up to Athena levels someday. You're there in my heart. But Athena, Psycho Ball. Alright, we got two more. Okay, alright. Battle of the Ice Queens here. We've got Kolin versus Kula Diamond. So I think this is another one of those situations, like I just said, where, you know, maybe this is a character in Kolin that could eventually get up to a point where she's viewed as iconic in this light. She's really cool. She's got a very, like, different sort of playstyle for Street Fighter, and it's super fun to watch. She's gorgeous, obviously. I don't know if you guys have seen people cosplaying her, but yes, awesome. But Kula is the winner here. Like, if you're just looking at the overall history of these two characters, there's no way to even compare them. In terms of my personal preference, I think Kula kind of wins this one too. Like, I'm a big Kula fan, so I think this is gonna be painful for some people, new fans of Kolin with Street Fighter V and everything, but Kula Diamond, come on. SNK's taken these pretty hard recently. And the final one, and I think everybody knows what's coming because there's a couple significant characters in both these franchises that haven't been shown yet, and I don't know how people are gonna pick here, but yeah. Chun-Li and Mai. Chun-Li and Mai, the poster girls for both of these franchises. Two of the first, most significant female fighting game characters of all time. Like I said earlier, if this video was made a couple of years ago, if I was voting a couple of years ago, there would not have even been a thought in my mind that this was a contest. Chun-Li is one of my top fighting game characters of all time. One of my top two. And the other one is Melina in Mortal Kombat. Those two are like everything. This is my favorite Street Fighter character, so she's obviously gonna win for me. She's one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. She is one of the faces of not just Street Fighter, but faces of fighting games. So if you're somebody that doesn't play fighting games, you know who Chun-Li is. Like, Chun-Li is in everything. Chun-Li is in Fortnite. I mean, come on. Chun-Li is a Hot Wheels race car somehow now. Everyone knows who Chun-Li is, so she's gotta win. But I have to give a huge shout out to Mai because, of course, also if you are a person in the fighting games community, you know, Mai is also so iconic, and like, it hurts to have to say that one character beats another, especially when these two, like, historically have such a link together. But Chun-Li, she's the strongest woman in the world, people. She's gotta win. She's gotta win. So that's it, Chun-Li, you're the one. And okay, that's surprising. So looking at my answers here, I have, out of the 10 questions, 5 winners from Street Fighter and 5 winners from King of Fighters, so I guess it's a tie. I guess my vote's a tie. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, because I love both these franchises so much, but yeah. Well, this was pretty fun. I want to hear what you guys think, too, so, about all of these in particular, and overall. Bye, everybody.